It's more than information. I feel really, like, calm, like, energized, like, kinda like everything was taken away, so that
Mm,
feels probably the best, that I
nice.
got out of it is more the feeling, like, you can't really explain, like, kinda that clearing of everything.
Yeah, your higher self cleared it and said it was making more room. Like there was a lot of space created where you had crammed all this stuff in and these emotions and resentments and thoughts and beliefs and everything. So I think as you clear more beliefs and continue to
Yeah,
work on yourself, you're going to create even more space and more calm and more peace, right?
right, right, for sure.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question.
Okay,
If anyone is kind of on the fence, because you were nervous about doing
yeah,
this before, like, am I even going to be able to go under? Like, what if I can't? And I had to talk you down out of that tree a little bit, right?
yeah,
So, if anyone else, because you suffer from anxiety or you have anxiety, it's
yeah,
going to be
I
a
do.
thing of the past.
Yes.
Um, if anyone else has anxiety or is nervous about this or just kind of on the fence about wanting to do this, like, what would you say to them?
Well, I thought you had really good advice, like, right before we ended for before lunch, and that was, like, don't put any pressure on it, like, that really helped my mindset. It's, like, getting in the right mindset, like, try not to, like, put too much pressure on yourself, like, you have to have, like, because I was too much in my head. I started getting, like, okay, it had to look a certain way, but just, like, I just was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna let whatever happen, happen. I'm gonna answer the questions, you know, as truthfully as I can and without overthinking, just as what's coming up." And that's what I did. And so, yeah, I think, that totally worked for me. So,
Yeah. Are you glad you
yeah.
did it?
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. I learned a lot.
Think it's going to
Nice.
change your life? What do you think?
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I can now move forward and actually just make the decisions that I know I need to make. They might not be the decisions that I agree with right now, but in the end, they'll be very beneficial for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're stubborn, right?
Hmm. Right.
Your higher self said you were thinking about canceling it, and then your higher self wanted you to go forward. For anyone else who's thinking about doing anything like this, like what would be your advice to them? What would you say? What would you recommend?
I would say, what can you lose? You can gain everything. And what is it that you can really lose? You gain so much from this experience. There's nothing else like it. I mean, and realistically, just think to yourself for a second, what is this going to bother? How is this going to bother me? How will this actually benefit me? Because in the end, it's for ourselves, and we're all in this journey together. So just love yourself and take that day or two for yourself.
Yeah. Well said. All right.
Mhm.
I'm going to end it on that beautiful note, give you a little bit of coaching on how you can continue getting massive benefits from this session and from this recording. And thank everyone for listening. Are you glad you did it, first of
I
all?
am. I am. Yeah, yes, I very much am. Um, I was ready to do something big and different, and this feels really big and different for me. I was skeptical about my ability to kind of give up that control and be present and just let you lead and guide, and then, you know, all the other pieces that had to fall in place because that is giving up control and that is hard.
Yeah.
So that was my only concern is that I wouldn't be able to do that.
But you did it and you did
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you really
That
did.
was fun. That was
So
intense and weird.
if if anyone else, to use as a little plug, if anyone else is on the fence about doing anything like this, like what would you say to them?
First of all, you have nothing to lose. You know, you are stuck in your own patterns and you are stuck in the spaces for you that don't fit and don't work anymore. And I think this is so outside the box for most of us that it calls in a different part of our body, our brain, our energy that facilitates change and connection. And that's what we're looking for, right? Is change and connection and healing. Um, you know, there's no doubt in my mind that this was a good thing for me and this is healthy. And I also understand that moving forward I will get more out of it the more I use it and practice it, just like anything, just like a class, just like going to therapy. Like, this is the same concept. I will get out of it what I put into it, and it's not over. This is the first day of many to come. And so if somebody's on the fence about, hey, should I try this, I mean, what's a good reason not to? Truly, you know, it's a gift. It's a gift you give to yourself. It's a gift you give to your future self. Um, the ability to sit down and invest in your own future. And it is an investment of time, of energy, of money, of all of it. It's an offering. That's how I see it, you know.
Yeah. But life-changing. Do you
Yeah,
agree?
yeah. I'm curious to see how this looks like, you know, 3 months from now. And, you know, I don't know if you ever do follow-ups with people that
Well, I do. I'll follow up with you 1 month from now and 6 months from now. But I
cool.
love updates in between if you ever think about giving me one, sending me an email with an update. But and I'm going to follow up with emails reminding you what I said when we were off the recording on how to get all of the juice out of this session over the next, let's just say even 6, 7 months to have it completely change your life, radically change your life. So it's up to you, like you said, it's up to you to do the work.
Mhm.
I'm not attached to whether you do or not, but I love hearing the results when you do what you can do to get the most out of this to completely change your life. So be
Very
one of
cool.
those so I can hear that great story.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm ready. I'm ready to do things differently in my life. I have been stuck for a very, very long time. So it feels good to feel like there's some movement and some maybe some more flow.
Yeah. Yay.